I was debating doing one video later tonight, combining these two games with a doubleheader. However, the Jays won Game 1, and we have no clue what's going to happen in Game 2. And the odds of the Jays beating the Red Sox 2 times in one day, it's not a great odd. The odds aren't great for the Toronto Blue Jays, so I thought, you know what, let's get a positive video out there for you guys. A win to talk about, because if they lose tonight, that's all we'll be talking about, right? Even if they win today. So we're going to talk about this W, a 4-1 win over the Red Sox today in the 7-inning game, obviously the first game of the doubleheader. 50-47 of the Toronto Blue Jays with the win today. Obviously with the trade deadline looming just, under 48 hours away, we're seeing relievers go off the board, and we haven't heard anything from the Toronto Blue Jays. So I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't know what's going on. All we can do is just watch our team play and just hope we hear some news at some point in time that the Jays are in on somebody, or the Jays have made a trade, or whatever the case may be, because we want to see something. And especially with this win over the Red Sox today, kind of keep a Jays fan a little bit hyped up. Let's break this ball game down, though. All right, let's start with the top half of the first inning. George Springer starts the game off with a double, beautiful. Then Vladdy hits a ball to center field, and Springer tries to tag up, gets thrown out at third. They initially call him safe. They go to review. They call him out. You can say what you want. I kind of believe that he was out there. So it is what it is. You don't score any runs there. And in the bottom half of the first inning, they get 2 guys on at second and third with nobody out. And the reason I've said in the last few videos how walking people and throwing balls are just, it's a killer to your team. Kike Hernandez leads off the ball game with a walk. Then Rafael Devers hits a single up the middle. Springer tries to throw him out at third. Kike Hernandez at third base. He ends up being safe. Devers moves up to second on the play. So you have second and third, nobody out. Can you imagine if you threw strikes to Kike Hernandez, got him out, and what if, Devers still hit the single? That's literally all it would have been. It would have been a 1-out single, a guy at first. But that walk, leading to all this, second and third, nobody out. And all they get is a J.D. Martinez RBI ground out. So great job for Robbie Ray getting around that little damage there and keeping it a 1-0 Red Sox lead, not allowing it to get any bigger than that. Top half of the second inning, Randall Grichuk comes up with Bo Bichette at third base and 2 out, and he hits a comebacker right at Garrett Richards. He knocks it down, doesn't know where the ball is. He runs to the first base side of the mound, and he looks up too, and nothing. He can't find it because it's on the third base side of the mound. He ends up getting over there, getting it, but it's too late. Grichuk ends up at first base. Bo Bichette scores, and the Jays tie it at 1. The baseball gods finally looked upon the Blue Jays and gave us a little something positive to talk about. Good stuff. But it's only a 1-1 ball game. This thing is far from over. Let's just keep going here. Bottom half of the second inning. Things get real hairy for Robbie Ray. Bases loaded. Nobody out. You had second and third, nobody out in the first, and in the bottom half of the second, you get bases loaded and nobody out. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Strikes out Michael Chavis. Okay, but again, top of the shop now. Strikes out Kike Hernandez. Oh my goodness. Devers is still a great hitter though. And he pops out to end the inning. No runs come across the score, keeping this game tied at 1. How huge that was from Robbie Ray. You can arguably say that was the turning point in the ballgame, being able to get out of that bases loaded, nobody out jam, and having no runs crossed. Think about it, guys. The Red Sox had 5 runners on base, 5 runners on base in the first 2 innings. 1 comes across the score. Great job for Robbie Ray. I don't like seeing those situations, but the way he worked around that on the road against Boston at Fenway Park, he found a way, and that's what great pitchers find a way to do. When they don't have their great stuff, they find ways to get outs when they need to, and that's exactly what he did today. So great job for Robbie Ray there. And then the Blue Jays finally get the offense going against Garrett Richards. Top half of the fourth inning, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. rips the ball off the green monster. Great play off the wall from J.D. Martinez. Fires into second. Looks like they're going to have him easily. It bounces on Michael Chavis. It goes by him. Gurriel's slide was short of the base. So he kind of had to crawl his way to second base. Ends up being safe. If it was on line, he made the play. He would have been out by a mile. But he's safe. And the Jays have a guy at second with only 1 away. All right, you're in a good spot here. This is exactly what you want, where you want to be. And then Randall Grichuk comes up, the hero in the second inning, getting the first run on the board, and he crushes one to center field, and it's gone. Not by much, but it doesn't matter because it's out of the ballpark, and the Blue Jays lead it now 3-1. But I think I can speak for every single Jays fan known to man right now. When I say a 3-1 lead feels like you're down by a run or two. You need more runs. You need to get some more because our pitching staff has blown so many damn games this year. We have no trust in these guys at all. Robbie Ray's been great, but in the early goings of this game, they're bound to break through at some point. But after that inning where he allowed, two runner or the bases loaded, nobody out, they get nothing going. The Red Sox get nothing going. I think he had a walk in one inning. I think it was the third inning. But that was it. He does a heck of a job settling in and doing a job. So a great job for Robbie Ray finishing this game off really strong. And we talked about needing an extra run, needing an extra 2 runs. Well, in the top half of the 5th inning, off of Garrett Richards before he got the hook, George Springer comes up from the leadoff hole, may I add, and he's been fantastic since going there, as we all expected him to be there at some point. And here he is, and he's raking. Gets the ball in the inner half, and he crushes it to left field, and it gets out of here into the green monster seats. A solo bomb for Springer. I love when he goes around like this. I just love it. I don't know what it means, or if they're trying to shut the crowd. I don't know what it means, but I love it. George Springer with the solo bomb, extending the Jays' lead to 4-1. I think after that home run, especially in the top half of the 5th, we all sat here and were like, okay. Well, I mean, I'm trying not to feel confident because we're used to getting hurt after feeling confident, but that feels nice. And Robbie Ray, Charlie Montoya, you got to give the guy credit for this. He had Adam Simber warming up. I believe it was in the top half of the bottom half of the 5th inning. Robbie Ray gets out of the 5th inning, and he goes back out there for the 6th. You guys can let me know exactly the pitches that Robbie Ray threw. It was over 100. He had at least 105, 110 pitches he went today. And in 6 innings, they really made him work, especially in the first 2 innings, obviously. But he did a really good job. He went out there for the 6th inning, right, as we talked about, with Charlie kind of having the cojones to fire him back out there. And he did a job. I think it was 3 up, 3 down there in that bottom of the 6th inning. You see the emotion from Robbie Ray afterwards. And you go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Jays are up 4-1. Ideally not the biggest part of the lineup. Or no, it wasn't. I can't remember who was up for the Red Sox in the bottom half of the 7th inning, but Jordan Romano was out there. Clean job for him. And the Blue Jays win it 4-1 in the first game of the doubleheader against the Red Sox today. I'm not saying this is a massive game because right now we're sitting only 3 games over 500, and really the Red Sox are like 10 games above us. There's really no massive game to this point. But a nice win nonetheless, whether it was 7 or 9 innings, I don't give a damn. It counts like a win. It counts as a win in the score, in the W column, and that's all I care about. All right. George Springer went 2 for 4 in the ballgame, and the run scored an RBI and a bomb. Obviously, we talked about that. And Randall Grichuk went 2 for 3 with the run, scored 3 RBIs in the home run. So a big day in the office for Randall Grichuk. We have not been able to say that a lot lately. Batting like a $170 or something in the month of July. He has had a tough month, but he did a job against Boston and helped your team get ahead and hang on to the victory. So that's big. And Robbie Ray, as we mentioned, was stellar. I mean, obviously, a few walks in the game today early on, but a really good job settling nicely. Went 6 innings, allowed 5 hits, 1 run, 8 strikeouts, and 3 walks. And quite a few of those strikeouts happened in massive, massive spots in the game. So great job for him. Jordan Romano went out there, 1 inning, pound the strike zone, no hits, no walks, and a strikeout. See what happens when you throw strikes, guys? I mean, it just goes so well. So a great job for Romano, pumping 100, making the Red Sox off balance, and having a clean inning, and picking up the save and the victory for the Toronto Blue Jays. Now the second game of the doubleheader goes at 7:10 tonight. So in about what do we got? An hour? Less than an hour? About an hour's time. Steven Matz gets the ball for the Blue Jays. Tanner Hook. I'm going to butcher that mightily until I hear it on TV. But either way, 7:10 first pitch there as the Blue Jays look to sweep the doubleheader and take a 2-1 series lead in this 4-game set. Wouldn't that be something? But again, expectations from Jays fans right now, playing the Red Sox, this and that. I think Bogarts might be in the lineup for game 2. They mentioned that earlier on. So I got really no expectations, but I'm hoping for a W for the Toronto Blue Jays, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this afternoon, smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from this afternoon's ball game from our Jays? And what are your expectations for this evening's affair, even though you guys might be watching this after that game anyways? Either way, Guys, all right, so where am I here? Hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below, everything about the ball game, all that great stuff. Twitter's down below for myself, follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already, and I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, Leafs Edition, whenever they do something massive, all the little dinky signings, I'm not going to bother with that. You guys can read up on those guys. It's not, nothing big enough for a massive video on the channel. But you guys obviously have seen the signings if you're a Leaf fan. Raptor fans, oh, tomorrow's the big day, boys. And we're hearing Masai Ujiri is he wheeling a deal in here to get some more done and move up in the draft, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Masai's got some crazy stuff up his sleeve. We all know that. But no matter what, the 4th overall pick for the Toronto Raptors goes tomorrow night. I'll be talking to his post-draft then, because I'm jacked up for that. I think you guys are too. All right? And we'll talk to you guys Jays Edition post-game later tonight. It'll probably be a little bit later, because I have my baseball tonight, so I'll be a little bit later than usual, guys, but the upload will be up tonight. All right, between the Jays and Red Sox in Game 3 of the 4-game set, Steven Matz, Tanner Hook. That's what I'm going to go with. 7-10 first pitch there at Fenway Park as the Jays look to win both games of the doubleheader and take a 2-1 series lead and go back to 4 games over 500 and win a couple games in a row. Wouldn't that be something? All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.